We're with LaGrange College coach Kendal Wallace after a tough opening round loss tonight against Birmingham Southern 93-91. Coach, thoughts on the game?
Well, don't really have a lot of good thoughts right now. This is our third trip to the tournament and going out in the first round on all three trips. I felt like we were well prepared for what we were going to face tonight, which is an excellent Birmingham Southern basketball team. They're on an 18-game win streak. They've figured out how to play together. They've figured out what to do with one another and how to run their offense, which is they're very skilled at. For us, I felt like that we played an exceptional game. We shot the ball very well tonight, which I was very proud of. We figured out some things that their 1-2-2 hurt us early. I thought we made some adjustments for the second half, which got them on their heels. We began to attack the basket and score in transition, which is somewhat of our thing to do. Penetrating and kicking out as well helped us quite a bit. I told the guys in the locker room it was a 1 or 2 possession game, and that can go. That's just the bounce of the ball most of the time. So we're just a little bit unlucky on that end.
Talk about you guys. Braxton Ford hits that 3-pointer. You go up 5, 78-73 with about 5.5 to go, and then they counter with a kind of a 12-0 run that puts them up 7 with about 2:15 left.
Well, I think at that point, I don't want to comment too much on the officiating, but I thought it was a little strange as I was coaching my guys for the official to blow a whistle to call timeout, talking about I was out of the box. That it kind of slowed the momentum of what we were doing. I thought we were in a good defensive situation, and I didn't feel like that was warranted, seeing as both coaches were coaching very hard, and I was doing something that was for the team. It would have been different if I was complaining about the officiating and things like that. So those type of things play a large role in every game. Unfortunately, we were on the short end of that tonight. But Birmingham Southern is a team that can score a lot of points in a little bit of time, and I think that's something that we do well. Also, basketball is a game of runs, and they went on one at the right time to put them in a good situation and to be successful to go ahead and win this game. Countering with our defense, with Braxton having a big foul trouble, we had to go in and out, back and forth, and so that sometimes confuses our kids on what we're actually doing. We're having to continuously talk about, remind them about what our game plan is. It's not the same players going, playing the flow of the game. So that hurt us a little bit, but ultimately for us, we need to do a better job defensively. We've got to sit down and stop people. We've got to get our hands on loose balls. We've got to rebound the ball most definitely better than we did tonight. I think they out-rebounded us by 14 or so. So that right there in itself is going to put you at a disadvantage.
Obviously this game's fresh in your mind right now, but as 20-win season, 3rd year in the row for the tournament, that's certainly positives for you guys to think about or take into the off season.
Very, very much so. There wasn't a dry eye in the house last week when we didn't win our conference tournament. We thought that would happen for us. We felt like we had prepared to do that. And again, in the whole scheme of things, there's generally not two teams that come out of the USA South Conference. So we somewhat assumed that it would be over. After getting on the bus and riding home for 8 hours, we started looking at the calculations. It felt like there was somewhat of a chance. So it gave us a little bit of a spark and a little bit of a uplift feeling. So on Sunday, of course, we sat and tried to figure everything out, and then on Monday, getting the bid was a huge celebration for our program. Getting the at-large bid shows that the national committee is now considering LaGrange as a national contender somewhat. We feel like we have one of the strongest basketball programs in the South, and if you'd have told people that 5 years ago, they wouldn't have believed it. So very, very proud of what we've done at LaGrange. Coach McGrill, my staff, and all the young men that have come through there and put themselves on the line and sweat and tears and everything that's involved in the game of basketball. It's completely a game of adversity, and we've seemed to be able to handle the adversity and respond to that in a positive way to help us be successful. I'm very proud of what our program has done, and I firmly believe that the younger kids that are there now, you know, we have four juniors now that are going to be seniors. We have 4 or 5 sophomores who are going to be juniors, and if you have, I think, experience yields success in this type of game. So we're going to get back at the drawing board. That's it. We're celebrating our season. Although we lost tonight, our season is still a celebration with 20 wins. 9 losses is great. I think it's the first time in probably 25 years that they haven't had double-digit losses. And for me, myself, the past 2 years that we've got to the national tournament, we've had double-digit losses. So there's a lot of things to be proud of for LaGrange College basketball. I could not commend you enough or explain enough how much support we get from our president, from our athletic director, from our administration, and people down the line. We had a huge crowd here tonight, and again, that in itself shows how much people are caring about our basketball program and as well as our whole athletic department. So we're very happy in the direction that LaGrange College men's basketball is going, and believe me, we're going to try to come back here and see you again next year. So very excited about that.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations on a great year, and we will see you next season.
Let's do it again.
Okay.